Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Argos Anonymous. My name is Adam. Let's crush some Hokken spoilers. We've got some more stuff. This is fun. So I just want to kind of just get right into it. Take a look at this greasy, oozy old snail. I love it. This 2-cost 1500 power Primeval Acid Monger art is awesome, hands down. And the flavor text is great too, by the way. If you look down at the bottom, it says the chickens of the forest. I don't know if you've been reading. You should read the lore if you haven't, because there are times when people are like walking along and an acid monger comes out and they just like kick it or they take a swing at it. And I can imagine in my head kicking these out of the way as I hike along some wooded path. I love it. And he's so old and he's exhaling like this green slime and his eyes are green. And I just, I really enjoy this Primeval Acid Monger artwork. Moving on to Ninja Penguins. It looks like we were right when we assumed in the prior video that the stun ability was going to be a thing when it comes to Ninja Penguins. I mean, it makes sense. The entire concept of Ninja Penguin Village is pretty stunning. This PENGUSHI KYUDO is a 2-cost 1500 power samurai penguin unit who stuns a unit whenever he attacks and gains 1000 power when opponent controls a stunned unit. So these are great abilities for only 2 cost, and it synergizes with Pengobi Koran, which we talked about last time. And oh my god, the art. These, like, look at these guys. They are business. The stare in their eyes, they've got the arrows. There's a whole squad of them. It's fun. This is fun, guys. But that's not all. In a clear tribute to the infamous anime series Naruto, we have a Pengobi, a Jonin, this, what is this, Mochizuki Pengobi, who also has Instacast and stuns when attacking, while granting card draw when units become stunned. So just take a second to absorb all that. So you've got multiple stunning penguins, including Tux, right? Tux is a penguin spirit who stuns all of your opponent's things. So now you've got several Instacast penguin units, all of which have stunning abilities and gain benefits from when, from existing or coming into play when an opponent's unit is currently stunned. This is going to be, and they're blue, so you've got things that can bounce them back into your hand, like Ancient Serpent's Breath or Tidal Rush, or you've got like Mayu, things like that will synergize with all of these abilities. This is going to open up a whole new can of worms for people. This is going to be extraordinarily fun to play. I'm really excited for Penguins. So it's only September 2nd. Is that right? It's September 2nd. We're in day 2 of spoilers here, and I can't take it. My heart just quit. I'm playing Ninja Penguins. But not to be outdone, our suspicions of finding ample dinosaur support in Hokken appear to have also hit the mark, as TYRANTUS is joined by TYRANTUS, Primeval Egg, and the Great Bambino. So this Terratora is cool. And frankly, one of the coolest things about these new dinosaur cards, in my opinion, is how well the artwork complements the function of the cards. Terratora is a ferocious guardian unit who essentially forces your opponent to deal with it, despite the fact that it's getting walloped, and the artwork shows it. You've got this dinosaur holding its ground against overwhelming forces, and he's looking like he's getting kind of beat up. You've got these like raptor-looking things just encircling it. The art is dusty and dusky and dismal, and he looks like he's doomed, but he's not giving up, and it fits the card function perfectly, and I love that. I love that. That shows that they are thinking about that when they match the art to the card, and these are the kind of details that players I think appreciate, especially the kind of players who love the game. You got people who like it and people who don't really care and people who love it. The people who love it love things like that. So that's cool. Similarly, Bambino is fantastic. Okay, we have this cute little, I mean, not the function's fine, whatever, but the synergy of the card is awesome. We have this cute little dino with tiny little wings gazing up to some massive parent dino, and the ability basically says, if your opponent defeats the baby, mommy or daddy dino is going to go nuclear and destroy a damaged unit. I love it. That's wonderful. Primeval Egg is more synergy for your dinosaur deck by giving you that 1-cost Guardian that lets you tutor for a 3-cost. So it's just a great little, it's a 1-cost, cheap, easy first turn stall and tutor play. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun to the dino around in. Now, previously, we talked about Astral of Valor, thinking that maybe the interaction it has with basic units, which is units that don't have any action or abilities, is just like a 2,000 power nothing, right? It's a vanilla unit. Previously, we were talking about that maybe the interaction with basic units was meant to support vanilla units in draft, but it appears now that combos with basic units may actually be a theme that we see across the light element in Hokken. As, for example, Prophet of Hope lets you tutor up a basic unit, and Hildian Trainee is in fact nothing more than a basic light unit. Time will tell. We'll just have to keep watching light and see what's up as the set continues to unfold. One other interesting teaser mixed in with the new light spoilers, though, is this Zane fellow mentioned in the flavor text of Vindication of Valor. So Hildia is clearly a kingdom, like a city or a region of Hokken, and appears to be home to some light element elves. Is Zane going to be like a powerful unit that we'll see later on, perhaps? Maybe he's an Argent rare. Maybe he's something else. Maybe he's a box topper. Is he a future champion? I don't know. I'm excited to see this. Inquiring minds want to know. But moving on, Dark Element demonstrates a theme of our longer-eared brethren with Hunt of the Nightriders. This is a tutor spell with great art showing shadowy, heavily armored figures soaring above the clouds on dark Pegasus. Pegasuses. Somebody tell me what I'm supposed to say here. Anyway, also Melanite, who was mentioned in the lore for the Hokken box. If you go to Argent Saga, the website, and you look up the Hokken booster box, it'll talk about Melanite and all that kind of stuff and the Nightriders. So this is an appearance by Melanite with the spell Melanite's Manipulation, which lets you take control of a unit from your opponent's discard zone. So this is going to be a fun card to play in draft. The cost is kind of high, right? It's like a, what is it, a 5 cost? So that's pretty high. And once you get in like a meta environment, 5 costs can do a lot. So I don't think this is going to like break the meta anytime soon, obviously, but it's going to be really fun in draft. Because taking your opponent's creature and then attacking them with it is just, it's a really fun mechanic. It's a deeply satisfying mechanic, especially if you combine it with saying something like, stop hitting yourself. Then it's just really satisfying. So we're definitely going to draft this in my LGS the weekend that it comes out during the pre-release. And I kind of hope I get enough to play Dark just so I can say, Dylan, stop hitting yourself. Anyway, moving on. Air is showing more synergy between elementals and beasts with Aurelian Ursa. This is a big moose bear, big sort of foreboding bear with a very serious look on its face. This card's kind of nuts. Because hear me out. So there are additional cards that we've seen recently that pump the power of units, specifically with plus 500 counters. Okay, so recently we revealed Crushing Elemental, which is coming out in Hokken. And you can, if you destroy an elemental with that card, or an augment with that card, you can place a 500 counter on each beast unit you control. Right? But also in loot box number 3, we have that Forager of the Fallen Leaf who lets you pump up units with plus 500 counters when you play them. Okay. Well, this bear, the Arrive ability allows you to place a 500 plus 500 counter on the card for each element unit you control. Then you can remove a 500 counter from it to recover it. So think about that, right? And you can give it Overrun too, which here's the first, by the way, the official description of Overrun. It is what we thought it was. So this says whenever this attacking card deals damage to a unit, you can deal any excess damage to an opponent's tower. So you can overrun the Guardian that's blocking you, right? Well, this crazy bear, if you have elements in play, or if you can add plus 500 counters to it through some other mechanism, it can just untap itself. So if God forbid your opponent has no Guardians, depending on what kind of tower effects they have left, but if their fire tower or their air tower is gone and they're not able to destroy or bounce, if they're tapped out, if they don't have an answer for this bear, you can just break a tower, recover it, break a tower, recover it, break a tower, recover it. You've got Overrun too, so you can just win the game. So this is a powerful green card. Appropriately, it is a super rare, which is good. I am a firm believer that powerful cards should have higher rarity in order to maintain box values and set values and collection values and just help the whole secondary market process. And so it's nice to see this is clearly a powerful card, and it is appropriately placed as super rare rarity. So another green unit we saw, which doesn't synergize with that, but it's kind of fun nonetheless. We have like a Warthog Stampede, the Zonamian Stampede, a 2-cost spell that just deals damage to stuff. And that's what we've got. Those are the main news spoilers for Hokken. We're seeing a lot of stuff come out every day. Still 6 weeks or so till the pre-release, or gosh, is it 5 now? Pre-release is October 9 through 11, so man, 5 weeks, 5.5. This is exciting. I'm stoked. That's all we have. Feel free to comment about this stuff. If I messed something up, let me know. Thank you, wink, wink. Looking at you, you know who you are. If I missed something, tell me. If you have more spoilers that I haven't seen yet, show them, share them. We're dying here. And that's all I got. Enjoy this. Argos out.